Hey Trackies, welcome back to another video. Please remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. That's how the video gets to the YouTube algorithm. Share the video if you care. I hope you all care. So share and sound off in the comment section below. Dark clouds with no silver lining. Right on time, a silver lining appears, and it's so welcoming, Trackies. And I'm happy to announce that young starlet Brianna Liston has now found a training club. Now, track is we did report some time ago that Brianna Liston had ended her collegiate career in CWA. No more competitions from her from that particular realm. Now, we also did, highlight that, hey, the coach seems a little bit on the bitter side, seemingly not being involved in any of those decisions that Brianna Liston made. And from my understanding, from word on the ground, seemingly she took this step because she wasn't being allowed to heal properly before getting back on the track, and we know how it goes sometimes, with NCAAs and, running athletes into the ground, especially running athletes on injuries. And what we have noticed a lot, especially with LSU, is that a lot of their athletes are seemingly always running on injuries. And that was definitely concerning, something that I pointed out on this channel here time and time again about the LSU athletes. So it seemed as though, Brianna Liston, along with, the team that is around her, decided, hey, let's take a step back and allow her to heal and remove ourselves, from this situation and go pro and take it from there. And Trackies, you really can't fault her, for making this decision because again, she has a really, really bright future and you want to see, these talents actually come to fruition. You don't want to hear, what happened to Brianna Liston, and it's a sad tale of, oh my God, how much injuries derailed her and she never amounted to anything. You know what I mean? So again, we just have to wait and see to see how this works out for her. But I'm happy to, report that she has officially joined up with Lance Brahman's training group. So I'm just going to read from what Sportsmax has to say. So it says Jamaican sprint star Brianna Liston has officially entered the professional ranks, signing a sponsorship deal with global athletics powerhouse Adidas and aligning herself with AMP Global Sports Management. The agency announced late Thursday that they're officially welcoming Brianna Liston to the AMP family. So big congratulations to her. So yeah, man, things are moving. She has her management team, and now, of course, she's aligned with a training club. So Sportsmax.tv go on to say they understand that Liston is now training under the renowned coach Lance Brahman with the Pure Athletics Group in Claremont, Florida, a program known for guiding the careers of multiple global medalists, including American Sprint King Noah Lyles, Trinidad and Tobago's Jerry Richards, and the previously two-time Olympic champion Shawnee Miller-Weibo. So yes, Strachey, it has been announced that she will be training with Lance Brahman. Now it's interesting because when we did announce that she has gone pro, of course I was throwing out ideas as it relates to where she could potentially train. And of course, I'm not a big fan of, Jamaican athletes training, overseas, especially sprinters, maybe like the field events, because I have to, admit and recognize that, America has a really, really good field events program, especially for our jumpers. Well, they're no longer our jumpers, sadly. But anyway, especially for the jumpers, right? They were really able to, blossom, under, guidance from coaches, in America. But that being said, from a sprinting perspective, wasn't really, featuring, the Americans. But I was thinking about Adidas and Adidas's alignment, especially in Jamaica. And I was like, hey, Shaniki Osborne is right there. You know what I mean? She, seemingly doing great things, at her newly formed club, seemingly aligned, as I said, with Adidas, especially thinking about the young TNLE Terrelang as well, that recently, quit high school, gone pro with Adidas as well, and is also been given the opportunity to heal properly before getting back on the track. And now you're thinking about seeing Brian Lavelle come through in that 200 meters. I was like, look here, Shaniki has something going on for her in that little small program. And a small program sometimes is also really good because you get, that specialized attention. As the club or the group grows bigger, sometimes, you may get lost within all, the people that are there. But, given how small our group is, really, really good to see, so many athletes come through and come through strongly, right? And I was like, hey, maybe Brianna Liston, could try there. And a few of you are, thinking about, Maurice in Jamaica for sprint tech. And I was like, nah, I'm not thinking there. But a few of you also did highlight Lance Brahman's camp, in the US. And I was like, okay, that doesn't really sound bad. So let's see exactly what she will choose. And yeah, so now it's official that she has chosen to work with Lance Brahman. And track is there's no way to really tell if a coach is a fit for you, is a good fit for you sometimes. Sometimes you just have to go there, put the work in and see if it works. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, then you try something else, you know what I mean? But of course we have to give her that time to, assimilate into that training group. Of course, get healed, right, trackies, and then get going again. I'm definitely looking to see what she has to offer in 2026. Not and any crazy expectations given, of course. 2025 is almost done as far as I'm concerned, because we're really heading into trials, for Jamaica. USA is a month after that, and then the World Championships pretty much. So the year is practically done. So I'm looking out to see her in 2026, healed and ready to go, hopefully representing Team Jamaica. Because I'm not gonna lie, Trackies, I am scared. I am scared that our young talent are, they're gonna be lured away by these hefty sums that we will not be able to afford to pay them, and also sums that, be realistic. If somebody's dangling that carrot in front of your face, you're gonna take it. You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping and praying and keeping my fingers crossed that these young athletes that we feel like we've become a part of something because of them, right? A community, a athletic community, a Jamaican athletic community because of them, remain Jamaican, right? But let's see how that goes. But for now, congratulations to her, and I'm certainly looking forward to her career. I love her. She's a fantastic sprinter. Always saw great things in her future. And I believe, she is one of those athletes that's going to take, the world by storm. By absolute storm. I'm excited. Jackies, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So Brianna Liston goes pro. Will be training with Motamasi. No, Lyles. Oh my gosh. Well, guess what? If there's anything, that we have to say is that she's with a great group, because we're seeing champions. We're seeing people with the correct mindset. We've also witnessed over the years, and you have to give Lance, Brahman credit. We've witnessed over the years how much Noah Lyles has improved technically, right? How much they've broken down, each segment of his race and really attacked and fixed each area, and which allowed him to become champion, in the 100 and 200 meters. Clearly, he didn't win the 200 meters last year, but 2023, he was double champion in the 100 and the 200. You know what I mean? So, that being said, Trackies, I definitely think it's a great club to be in, outside of, whatever beef, we may have with No Lyles from time to time because he doesn't stop yapping. I think it might be an awesome, environment for Brianna Liston, to be in. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that everything will work great. But as I said, sound off in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.